I'll get to see what the seal's got. But that's not, it's not the valves. I've checked the valves are working. The valves are sealed. 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 AM in the morning. Who wants to be doing this? Because what happens in a house, seals blow for no apparent reason. First of all, I thought it was the rising mains that had actually popped. Well, that were off. The two valves I've checked, the double valves for the sink and the taps, which are push on fittings, I pulled them, checked them, they've resealed. Now it's to find out why the water's running out of the sink, out onto the floor. But there again, I've turned the stop tap off as well, so he's knocking the door and let the water run into the bathroom, which will go straight down the shower, the floor drain for the shower. So the water's just flowing down into the floor drain into the shower. It's a good job this runs slightly downhill to the bathroom and towards the shower, because it goes straight down the drain. But there ain't no way I'm going to be pulling wash machines out or fridges. I'm just going to have to leave that until I can pull them out, perhaps later on tomorrow or today. I'm just going to try and sort out what's leaking, what's blown, and then get back to it. So far I've been at it over an hour just trying to get the water up. Stop tap's still off. I've got 2 more valves to check. Then I'm going to return a stop tap on and see whether it's stopped, which it should have done, or some crap comes through the pipe from somewhere. Because Severn Trent have been selling us dirty brown water for the past 3 weeks so to drink, because when you turn the tap on it's black. But I'm going to just check this now. I've got to turn the camera off. I can only show you what I've done so far. I've resealed the 2 sink taps, pulled them, tested them, resitted them, resealed them on, because they're push on fittings, they lock and push. Freaking little water that's floating. In fact, I'm floating in it. So I'm going to let the water run away, then I'm going to check the seals, and I'll tell you what seal, what blown. I'll get back to you in a few minutes, but this is what could happen in a house without no warning. It's now 5 AM, it's been over an hour. In the finish I have to end up trying to sweep as much of the water down through the kitchen. I brushed as much of the water down because it's come out around the corner here and it flows down here all the way through this flowed down to the shower drain, which is a bloody good job I've got one in the floor, because the amount of water, in actual fact you can see how much water's been running. These tiles it'll take these, and these are supposed to be non-slip tiles, waterproof and non-slip. My arse, you got more chance of breaking your back on these. I wish I'd never put them down. I wish I'd never laid them in the first place. But all this side, all the left hand side, it's going to now have to wait. It's going to have to be left to dry out. All the seals, these are all perfect. None of them are leaking. None of these are leaking. None of these are leaking. None of these are leaking. Stop tap's not leaking. There's no leaks off that. There's no leaks off the machine because that was running. Do you know what it was? The flaming overflow in the sink. That little poxy thing down there, the rubber seal that sits underneath it, for some unknown reason it had actually perished, so I had to take all that off. That's all it was. It was a flaming sink seal. Because sometimes when the washing machine's running, it'll kick a backflow and it'll actually come up through the sink. Put another one in. Now I'm about to turn it on and test it. In actual fact, I'll turn the water on now so you can see the water's running, and we'll soon find out. At least the boiler's not stuck up, so it's strange how the boiler was striking up. So that seal going, It's not 1%, that's all you've got of that seal ever going. And I only fitted this sink and this work surface because actually I need to retile the kitchen as well, because that hasn't been done stuff into the surfaces, but because I sent me the wrong cupboard, I never finished the kitchen off, because I sent all the other cupboards back. Until the proper cupboards come, I ain't doing no more in the kitchen, because it means I've got to take off the work surface, put the new bases in, base units, and all the top units. But the ones they sent me were the wrong ones, so we'll have to wait. But so far, there's no leaks. I had to take the base tile off, and behind the base tile, which are at the back of the sink and the fridge, they're blocked that was. But I'm going to have to check that in case we've got, there again you've got a lot of condensation off the pipe work. I thought it was a radiator that had popped, because the pipe just come from underneath there, but it's right at the back of the thing, so it's very hard to see. But I'm just showing you what happens. That's what you get in the middle of the night when you... The floors, I don't know what the hell. It'll take hours for these to dry. Then I've got to somehow get the washing machine out, get all the water from underneath there, because it's just going to settle down there. I took the base plate off the bottom where the cooker is. That, when I move the base plate, the water just flushed out. So that base plate will probably swell out, so that'd be no good to go back on. In the middle of the night and then try to go to bed. But wasn't the washing machine that was leaking this time. Oh, I know what I'd done as well. I'd left the sink tap on, like a brownish black. Severn Trent had said they've got a problem with the water supply, and I'd left the tap running slow, 30 seconds. But there again, I was floating in water, so I really wasn't thinking of anything apart from turning every water supply off, starting from the mains and then see what happened. I think it was about 4 o'clock when I came down. It's now 5:30 AM. So that's what you get. Problems for nothing. And this can happen any time at any place. This happens with the radiators. It happened the other week with the radiator. All of a sudden the radiator decides it wants to leak. I missed that one. Okay, I'm just going to let this dry out now, but you know, this is what happens. I've got emergency cover, but by the time them assholes come out, you've done it, and do the job for you. They having to do it yourself, but me, I like to do it myself. 6 AM. Or in the bathroom and the lobby, that started to dry out, that stopped running, so you have extra insurance, let them get out and do it yourself. But me, I don't know what I bothered paying for, because I ended up doing the job myself. I could have turned up and left it till 9 o'clock in the morning when they called. 24 hours service, but they never come out in the middle of the night. They'll never see them till 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. This is what you get on a Christmas week. Burst sink. Could have been a burst pipe, I suppose, but it ain't cold. What happens? Get extra insurance, let some bugger else do it. Well, it's 10 AM. I pulled the washing machine out and found out one of the pipes had gone. One of the seals on the pipe on the washing machine had also got. So I went and got a new one. The seals are fit in that end. That's why the boiler was coming on, but I didn't realise it. So it's a good job I actually checked the washing machine pipes as well. So when it was running, and it was drawing hot water when it was on the hot water cycle, the little seal in there, and this washing machine's only about, what, 6 months old? I don't even think it's 6 months old, to be honest. The seal had actually disintegrated, so it was, that had accounted for why the boiler kept on striking up. So it was also leaking water from this pipe, but rather than mess around, I got a pipe, a brand new pipe with the seals, but the pipe, I've checked the pipe, so I've left the original pipe on. It's not leaking, the pipe. It was just the seals that are gone. But I bought a pipe just as a spare, so I've got a spare pipe that'll fit both sides of the hot and cold. So it was 2 leaks in actual fact. That would count while the boiler was coming on. But that one for the sink surprised me because I didn't expect that one to go. There it is, there's the little black seal. There's the little black seal. Just there. I don't think you can see it in this light, but the little black seal just at the top of the sink. That's where it gone. That isn't even 6 months old. Probably got pinched when I was fitting it in. So hot water, continual hot water would just bypass it eventually. That's what happened. So in actual fact it was 2 leaks. One from the wash machine, which I never noticed, because you wouldn't see because it was at the back. That's why the back of the wall it's gone damp and black, which I wouldn't have seen if the sink hadn't gone, because there's been no smell from down here. So when I took the base, well, I should say the edging tiles away from the floor, because they're only, actually I put them on a baseboard and drilled them into the wall, so it was only a 2-minute job to just pop them off. There's only more like a fascia on the back of the wall. So that leak must have been there for quite a few months now without anybody noticing it. But it must only happen when the washing machine was on, or when it's on the hot water cycle, when it's running hot water. Because 9 times out of 10 we're only running it on cold water at 40 degrees. So hot water cycle never comes in unless it's above 60. It just warms, just draws off the cold water supply. I always keep the hot water one turned off underneath there, because I was doing a heavy load of washing like blankets and stuff. I had to turn it on. But it just shows you how much a little seal. The seal cost 35 pence. 35 pence, and it's cost, you know, a lot of time and hours in water everywhere and a lot of cleaning up. So 2 seals that cost a total of what, £2.30 I would say, perhaps a little bit more. I think the one for the sink would cost you about £1.99. Yeah, probably about £1.99, £2. The seals for that pipe, I believe, are just standard 3/4 inch seals, so they're only about 40 pence each. So it was 1 seal and 1 rubber pipe for the sink, for the drain part. And it's took over, it's now 10:30ish, coming up to 10:30ish in the morning. 5 hours and the floor's still soaking wet. It's like a bloody ice ring. So, but at least that's finished and done. But you know, get your extra insurance, get somebody else in to do it. You're not capable of doing it yourself. Just a shame that I pay the extra insurance, because they make a profit and I'm losing out. They're all solid concrete floors throughout the downstairs. They're always cold, so that takes extra time to dry. It's going to take hours yet. Probably take up to about what, 2-3 days for this to dry out. On the pipe there, the new pipe, it's just a little tiny 40 pence rubber seal. But that pipe only cost me £3.99 and I got 4 seals, so I got 3 extra seals. The one in the sink surprised me. Do what you got to do, but you can certainly do without it in Christmas, especially